Hello guys, welcome to Study Room. Today we are doing the chapter 7th poem, When I Set Out for Lyonesse. So Lyonesse is a place in England, and here the poet is going to tell us how he has felt when he went there. So first, let's talk about the poet. Thomas Hardy, born in 1840 to 1928. Guys, he's a very beautiful poet, like in terms of his language and his poetry. You should go read his poems. Was an English novelist and poet who mainly wrote romantic poetry. And this poem, When I Set Out for Lyonesse, is based on his visit to a church where he met his first wife Emma. So first meet, first visit, and first wife Emma. The themes that are in this poem, so Lyonesse, as I already told you, is a popular mythical place in England where Sir Tristram is said to have been born. As per legend, it was submerged under the sea. So this place has been submerged under the sea. So Hardy calls it a magical place because, under the water things look beautiful. The poem shows how places can change us. So this is the important theme, that how with every place a person and his personality changes. Let's read the poem. When I set out for Lyonesse. When I set out for Lyonesse, 100 miles away, the rime was on the spray, and starlight lit my lonesomeness. When I set for Lyonesse, 100 miles away. So he's saying that when he actually left for Lyonesse, he was lonely, and he's trying to describe the natural surroundings there. What would behance at Lyonesse while I should sojourn there? No prophet durst declare, nor did the wisest wizard guess. What would behance at Lyonesse while I should sojourn there? So what's there? I don't know, because there's nobody, there's some wizard, I think, or what is happening. When I returned from Lyonesse with magic in my eyes, all marked with mute surmise, my radiance rare and fathomless, when I returned from Lyonesse with magic in my eyes. So when he was coming back, there was magic and sparkle. He's surprised, he was joyous, not lonely anymore. So explaining the poem. So this poem is about a young novice architect who was to supervise the restoration of a parish. The poem talks about his experience during this process. It also states that something changes inside him after his return. The key terms: Lyonesse is a mythical birthplace of Sir Tristram in England, believed to have been submerged by the sea, so here it's an imaginary place. Rime is frost, sprays leaves and branches, dust is dead, bechance is chance to happen, sojourn is stay, radiance is glow, fathomless, so deep that the depth can't be measured. Now the questions. So it's a very small poem, guys. I hope you have understood. It's about this architect who's actually going and in the sea or something to Lyonesse. It's a mythical place. It's just because it's submerged in the sea, you don't know whether it exists or not. So it's a fictional place, and then he goes there with some loneliness. But when he's coming back, seeing the beauty, seeing everything, he has magic in his eyes. Seeing the architect, he's wondered. Now, in the first stanza, find words that show that it was very cold. The mist. Late evening, the sun lit. The traveller was alone. Lonesomeness. Something happened at Lyonesse. It was improbable, impossible, unforeseeable. So it was basically unforeseeable, because the two lines from the stanza 2 that say this is, he has magic in his eyes. The things weren't the same. It is like that. Find a line in stanza 3 that implies the following. Everyone noticed something and they made guesses but didn't speak a word. So the line that in stanza 3 that says this is, when I returned, all marked with mute surmise, my radiance rare and fathomless. So all marked me. Everybody were mute, but my radiance told that they knew something, that they knew there was some change that has happened. Going back to the questions. And now the quick revision. The poet sets out for Lyonesse, which is 100 miles away. He describes the environment as there being frost on the leaves of trees and having starlight. He does not know that will happen during the time, and no prophet or wizard can predict it. When he returns, he has changed, magic in his eyes, rare radiance. People around him notice, but they don't say anything about it. So, this is about the poem that we have done today. Read it again, go through it again, and if anything, you can always come back. Okay, I see you. Have a good day.